Hey guys, and welcome back, and sorry for the noise in the background, my air conditioner's running. So if you've noticed, I've changed the name of my channel. Now I'm gonna do the Propsmith, and so you guys don't get bored, I'm gonna throw some pictures up like this real quick. That way, you see what I've been doing. I haven't stopped making projects, I've just kind of moved on. I'm still doing LARP and Boffer. I'm just also doing some blacksmithing things as well. This video is going to be some basic throwing spikes made out of 6-inch nails. I got some power tools for Christmas, and it's helped tremendously for what I want to do. And let's just say I'm not great with them for any means. I really kind of suck with them. It took me, I want to say, like 26, 27 takes to be able to stick all 4 of them in the same take. But here we go. I got a bench grinder. This is the 6-inch nail I'm gonna do. It's galvanized. I picked it up Home Depot, I think, for like 10 cents. They're pretty nice. Remember that if you're going to be making these, you need to be, parent supervision, permission, or 18, things like that. Always wear a, eyes, ears, protection. Also cover your face. That way, like, I've been feeling kind of sick, it's because I've been inhaling a lot of the dust, and it's from heavy metal poisoning, which I had to do some research on because I didn't know that was a thing. But as you can see, it's super simple. I cut off the head of the nail on this one. I'm gonna do one double-sided one just to do it. And all it really is it's tapering. You taper it to a point. Throwing knives, like these nails are already heat treated, which means that they've been quenched in, or they've been brought up to critical temperature, quenched in oil, and then tempered. So, like, the Rockwell hardness is to the point where, like, if you hit it with a hammer, it's not gonna shatter, and it'll hold an edge. So while you're doing this, if you notice that sometimes the very tip will turn like this amber color or blue, it means it's losing its heat treat, which for these it really doesn't matter. But if you're going to be doing like a knife or a sword or things like that with metal that's already heat treated, you want to make sure that you quench it, like dip it in water or oil as you're working with it. That way you don't lose that hardness it already has. If you lose that hardness, it's gonna bend, it may even break. So, like, if you see my hands go down for a couple seconds, that's what I'm doing, is dipping in water. Not so much to the point where it's not gonna lose, the heat treat, but more of it's getting hot, and I really don't want to burn my hands with it. If you don't know how to use a bench grinder, I recommend looking up some videos. There's some great videos on how to actually use it. As you can see on mine, I don't have the guard, the little screen that comes down to protect you from the sparks, because the sparks really, they don't bother me. So it was just a step that I skipped while setting up my bench grinder. And as you can see, I've got my Hedgewick mug in the background, just because he's watching this. No, all I'm really doing is taking it, and as you can see, I've got it at an angle, and I'm literally just creating a taper with it. You don't need it to be like a needle point. That's not the point of it. Pun not intended, I didn't even think about that. See, right there, how it's changing colors, it's losing its heat treat, it's heating up the metal to the point where it's taking away its Rockwell hardness. Which, if you don't know what Rockwell hardness is, it's really kind of hard to explain, so if you just look it up, it's easier to read about it. But as you can see, you just need a nice little point on it. It's not anything super special. Now that one was the one where I cut the nail head over it. See, like this, it's double-sided. I'm going to show you how to do it from like the actual nail head, which is super simple. Each one of these only took me like 2 minutes at most to grind down to a point. It actually took me longer to be able to figure out how to throw them and have them stick. Throwing them is not necessarily the hard part. It's having them hit at the right angle, stick in, which is all about, you know, knowing how far you need to be back from it, how you throw, the angle of your hand and your arm as you throw. And the cool thing about these is you really don't have to throw them very hard at all. Like, it's not like you're trying to throw a fastball and you're trying to, you know, stick it halfway through whatever you're throwing. You just want a nice easy glide to it, that way it'll spin in the air and stick. And you can also do like, there's half spin throws, whole spin, double spin, and also no spin throws. What I do is a half spin. Now here's my absolutely horrible target, and that's a knife that I've made that I'll show another video on. But it's really, it's a super simple build just to get a video out, since I haven't in a long time. I will from now on be putting a video out every 2 weeks, if not every week, depending on my work schedule. And like right now it's super cold outside, so I'm not going to be doing any forging. Sorry guys, I got cut off there, so I had to make a whole nother voiceover. So when it starts warming back up, I am going to go out and fire up the forge and show you guys how to make, you know, I make little swords and knives and things like that. I can show you how to make those, or the keychains that I make. Everything that I do is super simple. What I'm going to try to do is move up into doing railroad knives, like the railroad spikes. I'm going to do knives out of those, things like that. I know this video isn't that great. I'm going to have to get used to my editor again and get into that, but leave a comment down below, tell me what you think, and as always, thank you guys so much for watching. It means so much to me. Everybody, happy holidays, you know, drive safe out there with all the snow. Thanks.